Good afternoon, guys. Apologies for the delay. We had a meeting today discussing your final year exams. Okay, so you are going to receive an exam. We'll be talking about that after probably Monday or Tuesday is when I'll be talking. Tuesday really is when I'll address that. Okay, but just in short, for now, what you can know is that you're going to receive a percentage for your engagement, a percent, and a big chunk for your final year exam as well, which I will be correcting. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to talk any more about that. You'll hear more about that on Tuesday. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk through the solutions here we have for questions, the questions I've uploaded, which is questions 4, 7, and 9. Okay. Some of these financial questions will be appearing in your final exam, by the way. So, question 4 here. We had a cost here of some product which was €13,250. We were told the sales price was €15,900. Okay, and you were asked here to work out the percentage profit. So, in other words, what we can do here is picture a car. Okay, the car manufacturer, the car sales will say, buy the product for €13,250. So, in other words, to just break even, to get 100% of that money back, they have to get in 13,250 back to them. Okay, from the customer. But they're going to try and sell it at a profit, and the profit markup that they're going to have here is €15,900. So in other words, to work out the markup on the product, which is like the markup is like on top of the cost price or the profit here. What you could say here is that it's €15,900 minus the €13,250, and that tells you how much profit the sales company is going to get. In this case, €2,650. So say for argument's sake now I want to work out the percentage profit for this. What I would have to do here is I'd have to take my profit and put it over my cost. Okay, in other words, we want a fraction here of the profit over the cost. So that's €2,650 over €13,250. When you multiply by 100 over 1, you get 20%. So on every car that this company sells at €15,900, they are making a 20% profit on that, which is a really good profit if you think about it. Okay, so that is question 4. Next is question 7, and I'll go through the question 9 as well. This question here, it's a little bit different. So they're giving like a flavor for all the different types of questions in relation to finance here. This one here, we're told we know the sales price, we know what the percentage markup was, which is the profit that the company made, but we don't know what the cost of the product was originally. So I'm going to have to try and work backwards here. Okay, I know that the sales price must include the cost price to the company. So let's picture again that example of Champion Sports. Champion Sports are selling a t-shirt at €15. That €15 must include the 100% of the cost price. So whatever cost it costs for Champion Sports to order in the product. And it also includes 25% markup. So they're going to earn 25% on this particular t-shirt. So therefore I can see here, if I add these two percentages, that the actual value of the t-shirt is 125%. Okay, so €15 equals 125%. So in other words, backwards, what I want to work out is the cost price, which was 100%. So to do that, I have to get 1%. So 1% equals €15 divided by 125. We get 0.12. Therefore, 100% equals €12. Okay, by multiplying your 0.12 by 100 here. Okay, so that's how you work out the original cost price. It cost €12 and they sold it for €15. Last question, question 9. We're told here that we have a product which has a sales price of €10. The cost price is unknown. Okay, so it cost them an unknown amount of money, but they did make a massive loss on this of 60%. That means when they sold it for €10, they only got 40% of the cost. So that's a key bit of information there. You have to work out 40%. So you take 60 from 100, you get 40%. Therefore, you know that €10 is worth 40% of the cost of the product. So if 40% is equal to €10, 1% is equal to 0.25 by dividing across by 40. Therefore, you multiply both sides by 100 and you'll get the original cost, which was 100% is equal to €25. Okay, so that has been your homework there on financial math so far. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap onto this sheet here now. Hopefully you'll be able to see this well enough The online Folan's version is not working at the moment, so unfortunately I have to work with this today. So what you're going to do is you're going to skip on in your book to exercise 21.5. Okay, we're moving on to something called ratios. Okay, now we've covered this a little bit last year, but not in great detail, but you have to be able to work it out too. Okay, I'm going to go through questions 1 and questions 4 with you today. Okay, and you're going to do a few questions for me then for homework. So we're told here that you have to divide 4,500 in the ratio 6 is to 9. Okay, let's say for argument's sake, this is the bonus that this is going to be shared amongst 2 people. One person is going to get 6 shares of the bonus, and the other person is going to get 9 shares of the bonus. Okay, so I'm going to write this down here on this website here so you can see it. So we're told we have 4,500 euro is to be split up into not equal portions, because equal portions would be 1:1. We're told it's going to be in the ratio of 6 is to 9. So the first thing to realize about ratios is that we're talking about a part of a whole, okay, or a part of something. The whole here, if we work it out, is 6 plus 9. In other words, this could be written as 6 out of 15. So 16 out of 15 parts. This could be written as 9 out of 15 parts. So what you want to see is if I split up this 4,500 euro, what are your actual values that you're getting as a bonus, we'll say. Okay, so what I have to do here is take my 6 out of 15 and I have to multiply that by 4,500 euro, and I will get in other words, my fraction of the bonus here. So when you work that out with your calculator, you get, let's see, 4,500 multiplied by 6. Okay, and you get a value there of 1,800 euro. Okay, so in other words, this person here is getting 1,800 euro of the share, and now the other person is 9 out of 15. Okay, so again, what you have to do there is divide your, so you have 9 over 15, and again, multiply by, so you're multiplying by 4,500. Again, what you're technically doing there, guys, is you're dividing 4,500 by 15, you get 300, multiplied by 9, so you get a value there of 2,700 euro. Okay, so the answer there is 2,700 euro. So let's see, does that answer the question? So back to the diagram of this. So it says divide 4,500 into the ratio of 6 is to 9. And you can see here we have done that. This is the first portion and this is the second portion. Okay, so hopefully that has helped you anyway with a little bit on ratios. I'm going to now rub out that example. Okay, again, you can go back and pause it really and take down that example. Guys, that would be great help for you. Okay, what you're going to do for me while I'm rubbing this out is you're going to read question 3. Right, so if we look here at this one here, we're told that we have to divide 90 meters into the ratio 1 is to 2 is to 3. Okay, so going back to this now again, we have 90 is to be broken up into 1 is to 2 is to 3. Okay, let's say again, what does this mean in terms of a ratio? This in a real world example could be maybe I'm going to split 90 euro amongst my children, okay, in the ratio of 1 is to 2 is to 3, which basically means I love one of my children very much, one of them is in the middle, and one of them not very much, okay, 1 is to 2 is to 3. And I want to figure out how much money they're going to earn, okay? So therefore, again, what you have to do is you have to realize that this is part of a whole, okay? So in other words, 1 out of 2 out of 3. What I have to do is to add up these. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. In other words, the whole part here is 1 out of 6. The whole part here is 2 out of 6. The whole part here is 3 out of 6. So that all should add up to 6 there. 1 plus 2 plus 3, it does add up to 6. What I have to do next is I have to basically get 1/6 of 90. Okay, so 1/6 of 90, in other words, what you have to do is multiply 90 by 1/6. So when you work that out, again, all you can do is say 90 divided by 6, and you get a value there of 15. Okay, so that is the first part. In other words, the next one there, you have 2/6 of 90, which is the same as 1/3 of 90. So what are you going to get there? Only 30. Okay, so the value there is going to be, that's going to be 30. Okay, and that leaves then the last one, which is a half. Okay, so clearly a half of 90 is going to give you 45. Okay, it's really important to check this to make sure it works out at the end. If this has been divided up properly, then all of your values should add up to the original value you had to begin with, which in this case was 90. So 15 plus 45 plus 30 doesn't add up to 90. So 45 plus 15 is 60. 60 plus 30 is 90. So therefore, we are definitely correct. Okay. So look, that is ratios today. And what I'm going to now do is I'm going to ask you to do a few questions for me. Okay. So if we look here, I would like you to have a go at questions 2, questions 4, questions 2, questions 4. And have a go at question 6 as well. I'm going to put this on your Google Classroom now. Okay. So look, we'll talk to you later. That's it for today.